Yeah, this is another one of those Clint Dogg, C-Star Records production. You down at the top, and I'm doing this in Newcastle. Steel City Acts, Newcastle's finest.
Yes, welcome back everybody. This is episode number 2 of The Turnover, basketball show about the NBL in Australia. And we're kicking it with the real facts here and the real shit. We're even putting it on video. We're not doing no radio show or anything like that. But I myself, DJ Clint Dogg, former announcer for the Hunter Pirates. This one's a special show, especially for Skin Dog, my main man, the Wollongong Hawks. Enjoy your season next year, because man, I remember on MSN or email or something, or at Gay Hoops, he was sending me some stuff saying, congratulations, your team is out the league. Enjoy your year next year, enjoy your season. So Skin Dog, have a good season next season with the Wollongong Hawks, mate. This one's for you. And I've got the notes here, especially for Gay Hoops. So we'll hold them in the hand, we haven't got them down here. We're not looking at them down here this time, you know, thinking that we're making up stories and stuff. But no, we've got the notes right here. Alright, now game 1, 4th versus 5th. That is Perth and Townsville, referring to my notes there. That's at Perth Stadium, Challenge Stadium. The winner plays South Dragons. Now I reckon Perth might get them there, being in Perth. You know, they're going alright. Sean Redditch is on fire. He's going pretty good, but yeah, I think Perth will win there. Now the game 2 is New Zealand Breakers versus Adelaide 36ers. Now, I think during the season the 36ers got the New Zealand Breakers in New Zealand, and that was a pretty big win for them. And they may have been down an import or something as well, I'm not quite sure. But I reckon the 36ers may get them there in New Zealand. New Zealand have been going okay at the beginning of the year, but after that they sort of tapered off a bit. So I think the 36ers may get up over there in New Zealand, and the winner of that game plays the Melbourne Tigers. Now the Melbourne Tigers, I think they'll win the whole competition. I think they'll win the whole lot. Anstey will be back, he's on fire. He sat out the last 2 games. I think he's got some sort of injury. But yeah, he sat out the last 2 games, and tonight's game that they lost, and so did Corletto as well. But yeah, I think the Melbourne Tigers might win the whole thing. And sorry about the Townsville Crocs, you're going to get beat on Wednesday night by Perth. And I think the Perth Wildcats will have to play the South Dragons, and I think the South Dragons will be too good for them. And after that, I think the 36ers may get beat as well. And I think it'll be maybe a South Dragons, Melbourne Tigers grand final, and the Tigers will win that one, I'd say. Take it from me, MC, DJ Clint Dogg, playing the good shit like we did on the intro here. Now also we've got to give a special mention to Shane Hill. It's his last game in the Gold Coast tonight, on the Gold Coast, and I think they won there, so congratulations Shane Hill, well done. I think he's like 37 years old, 38 maybe. Still got it. Shane Hill, you're the man. And yeah, congratulations on your career, and it's been all good here. Now also a special mention too goes to Nathan Jawa, who's playing in the NBA for the Toronto Raptors. He made his debut. It's a little you know, while ago now, but not very many people have mentioned it, so, you know, except for maybe, you know, it's not even on the TV or anything like that. So I think that Jawai, he needs a special mention for that. And of course, Julius Hodge leaving the 36ers. Now that was a little bit before Jawai's debut. Now, I think it was a little bit of a money thing, because, you know, like, look, that whole situation reflects the league this year, the NBL this year, because, you know, the money wasn't there, and fair enough, the money might be there down the track and things like that, but Julius Hodge, he is a professional. He is a professional player. He come from the NBA, you know, and he's given the 36ers, I'd say, a few chances to pay the money. Even in the long run, the 36ers came up with the money and paid him. Julius, I don't know the guy, but I personally, I wouldn't do that as well. And it's a business situation. It's a business thing he's dealing with there, even though it's a basketball team. And if the money's not there, you'd walk. I'll do the same thing. You know, like, I wouldn't go to work, you know, shoveling chook poo all day, you know, for whatever amount of money, and if I didn't get paid, you know, I wouldn't be there the next day. And I guarantee you 9 out of 10 people would do that. And that's probably why Jay Hodge did that. Also, I remember back last year, I think it was maybe late last year, where I seen Russell Hinder and Jason Smith on TV whinging and crying about, oh, my money's not in the bank and how am I supposed to pay a mortgage and all this stuff. Well, if you've been in the league a few seasons and you've got some money left over, well, you just use that. I'd love to be on what you guys are on, and I wouldn't be whinging and crying on the 7:30 report about all that stuff. Same as Julius Hodge. The money's not there. You go do your own thing. Alright, I just want to go through some old school stuff I got here. We had the poster show in the last episode of TO, or that was a separate one, but right here I've got an old school Geelong Supercats program. Now I think this was from 1989, I think. Now this is the reason why I got this is because, and if anyone out there has actually got this game, it's Geelong Supercats versus the Newcastle Falcons. Of course, we've got the coach there, Barry Barnes, and the assistant coach. We've also got the squads here, or is that just the stats there? No, that's the squad there. And down here we've got the Newcastle Falcons. And of course, Stuart Begg didn't play there. I don't know why he's on the roster. But if anyone's got this game, I've got a little bit of a treat there for you, is because you'll see old Clint Dogg on the bench there, on the Newcastle Falcons bench, when he was probably 15 or 16 years old. Looks like Shane Heal's packing down a scrum there. I don't know what the story is. But we've got some old school players here for the Geelong Supercats. And just while I go through them, if anyone's got a video of this game and you have a close-up of the bench, you'll see a young Clint Dogg on the bench, not playing for the Falcons. He's just there. He was doing work experience. There's old Darren Rowe, legendary player, small forward there. I think he was number 5 actually. But yeah, you'll see Clint Dogg there. So if anyone's got a copy of that, you can send it on. And you'll see a young Clint Dogg. Now here's the Falcons. We've got Jerry Everett there, James Carr, Peter Hill, Grant Kruger, Chris Steele, Peter Harvey in the house. We've got old school Bill Jones, Neil Turner, Michael Johnson. Oh, and is that Yahoo Serious? No, that's Sean Dennis. And this program, I was actually, like I said, at the game. And the old school program, that was a 2-day road trip. And they played the Geelong Supercats and the Melbourne Tigers. And once again, if anyone's got a video of this game, you'll see a young, strong Clint Dogg on the bench, sitting there, water boy or something for the Newcastle Falcons. That was me. So if anyone's out there that's got it, post that on YouTube or something. And there's a profile of Eric Bailey. He was a sick player. He was a pretty good player. I'll tell you a little story about Eric Bailey. I was at West's Executive Inn in Newcastle probably about 2 years ago, and I was pumped some hard iron, and there was this dark dude on the running machine, and he came over to me and he said, you play basketball, man, you look like you play basketball and all that type of stuff. And I said, oh yeah, well, who are you, and sort of thing. And he started saying, oh yeah, I played with Andrew Gaze. And I'm like, oh, here we go, because I thought he was just another African from the university. There's the old school Tigers there, Dave Simmons in the house. And with Eric Bailey, he didn't actually, I said, who's your name, and what's your name? And he said, Eric. I said, well, Eric Bailey. And he goes, yeah, that's me. And I couldn't believe it. He actually sells pharmaceutical drugs now. So he was just passing through town and staying at the West Executive Inn. And that's just some old school information there for you. And there's some old school Gazy on the program. See, 1989. And that's the programs.